Sometimes video games can be challenging, or have secrets that a first-time player would never know. And while nowadays there are countless high-quality, well-vetted guides and videos online for every video game you could ever want to play that will tell you the best way to get through them and where to find all the secrets, I'd like us to ignore all the high-quality, well-detailed, and thorough guides and instead use the Day 1 IGN guide for Arkham Asylum. That's right, today I will be playing through Arkham Asylum using only the advice and direction provided by IGN's Day 1 guide, ignoring my own game knowledge and basic common sense. What can we expect from this? Well, first thing, there is no upgrade section in the Day 1 IGN guide, so what upgrades we will get will be solely reliant on what upgrades are randomly, sporadically mentioned throughout the walkthrough, which I assure you will not be all of them. Now, the guide early on does mention lightning bolts over people's heads, so it mentions the counter icons, so this will be a normal difficulty playthrough, because on hard they don't show up. Also, the guide does scatter Riddler trophies throughout it, so we will be getting a lot of those, which means a lot of XP. We will see how thorough it actually is as we play through. You want a counter? No mention of this, so we would not be getting it. Yeah, the guide, like every couple pages, is just like, here's a bunch of Riddler trophies in the welcome area. the newbie. Completely just misses the first one. Thing. You'll now be mentions grappling up to the gargoyles. You'll now be prompted to zip kick the maniac below you. I do not know why it refers to glide kicking as zip kicking, despite, you know, that not really being a thing until Arkham City. For some reason, this guide refers to glide kicking as zip kick, which, considering the fact that this would, IGN is like, at the time was like the #2 gaming publication in the world, and the fact that they would go on later to name a gadget zip kick, I cannot imagine that this fact did not lead to the gadget being called that. Alright, time for us to zip kick Zaz, as instructed. And zip kick. Ignore the glide kick.
Zaz is down, but not for long. Got to get
right in the balls. You're not even officer balls. Now, that's another thing to bring up, is upgrade. There is no provided upgrade path. So what upgrades we will be getting will be entirely dependent on whatever random upgrades the guide bothers to mention as we go through the playthrough, which may be none. We will see about that. Alright, follow the green arrows on the ground to the next room. Here you'll find 2 thugs patrolling the hallway. Pull yourself up to the vents above and use them to practice your air attacks. Drop on enemy. Okay, I've never done that before in that spot, but apparently we will do that now. So yes, we are supposed to come up here and practice our aerial attacks on these guys. Hey, can you guys move a bit closer so I can get... Oh, come on. I mean, that kind of worked. And back up. This is what the guide wanted. Oh, hold on. And drop on you? Nope. Okay. Sir. There we go. Alright, we gotta do both of you, I feel like. And then we'll finish you guys off. Can I... Is this better at this one? We have to get this one now. Okay. Fine. I've demonstrated the stupidness of that statement, so we are going to proceed. Oh, you now gain access to skill upgrades. We highly recommend grabbing the awesome... I'm sorry, what? We highly recommend grabbing Awesome the inverted takedown first. Before leaving the room, check out, yep, get the Riddler trophy. Okay. You know, it was the Day 1 version, you know. They rushed it, you know, for release. They didn't edit it. Now that we are past this, it wanted us to get the inverted takedown, which I believe is this one. Yes. We now have inverted takedown. We will see how long it takes the guide to recommend us any other upgrades. I'm expecting a while. Just keep swinging and remember to use ground takedowns when you can. Why, I can do that. Now just start swinging and use ground takedowns. That's what we were told. Just start swinging and use ground takedowns. Yeah, that's working out pretty well. Move to enter the next room. While crouching, eliminate the next guard stealthily. From here, grapple to the ceiling and around to the other side above the unwitting criminal. Try out your awesome inverted takedown on him. If you purchased it. Well, you did tell us to, so we did. To make things especially easy, a final man patrols one side of the upper level. You should use your inverted takedown on the remaining guard, or use the zip kick, because for some reason this guide calls the glide kick the zip kick, plus ground takedown combo to glide over to him and incapacitate him in a less stealthy manner.
He's running around the asylum, dressed like a bat. I know.
No mention of what we should do with our additional upgrade point.
Before he gets someone hurt.
And then
It's for his own good.
up to the gargoyles. To do inverted takedown on you. We love to see it.
What are you doing?
Oh, actually, hey, if you... Okay, well, you're not going to come down this way. Yep. And we're done here. Oh. I love this game.
Did you really think it was gonna be that?
Jankiness included.
I said
Alright, the Joker will call in 3 more enemies to deal with. Stick to the gargoyles and you'll be okay. Follow the trail to the doorway and you'll encounter a cutscene. Oh, that's all it says? Just stick to the gargoyles? Okay, so just stick to the gargoyles and we'll do inverted takedowns and glide kicks.
I'm not going back to a cell. Never again.
Damn it. Okay. Come on. We gotta stick to the gargoyles, so we're gonna need 3 inverted takedowns. That's how I'm choosing to interpret that.
I'll find you and kill you.
Come on now. Okay, that's one coming up. Oh, come on now. Sir, just come this way.
You found him yet? Oh, come on.
Fuck.
He's making you all look stupid.
If I time this right. And then immediately. Let's go.
What are you doing?
Like, that was mostly, sticking to the gargoyles. Okay, use the upper perch to take one out with a zip kick. Okay, as opposed to, no mention of using explosive gel here. And now, rather than doing the standard of just spraying the explosive gel on the ground and luring them over here, we're going to glide kick down on them. Give me prompt, please. Prompt, please.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Give me.
I'm getting some troubling reports of a bat infestation in Joker Asylum. Let me remind everyone that it is
Maybe getting them alert will give me something to work with.
You're gonna bleed out your face. Gonna beat the crap out of you.
Someone shooting at me?
Bleed, bat.
You can use the upper perch to take one out with a zip kick. Seen here. And zip kick is what it calls the glide kick. Is that not where I'm at? This very clearly is. Alright. Well, fine then, we're just beating your asses. No mention of the graveyard or the fact that we can scan Wayne Tower. It's mainly focusing just on the actual question marks. No mention of the seesaw. Okay, yeah, so we're ignoring the seesaw because it's not in the guide. No mention of spraying explosive gel on the ground before then as a trap for them. Yeah. Oh, here it tells us to do it. For these guys, it tells us, to lay down explosive gel and get their intention, and they'll run into the trap. Okay, for this part, it tells us that. Sure, why not?
We must all thank our benefactor
We are not to spray explosive gel on the ground as a trap for these guys. We are not supposed to do that.
Any longer, I've got two old friends coming to the party. One of them is just
Yes, for these two, we whip out the explosive gel. Hello, boys. Come over here.
Fine institution. Few would have believed it could be the premier psychiatric evaluation and rehabilitation center it has become. Everyone knows the stories of the various so-called super criminals who've been treated here, but that
Zip kicks and ground takedowns will do nicely. If you hit an enemy while he climbs a ladder with a batarang, he'll hit the ground and instantly be incapacitated. We love the fact that you're mentioning that so early on. We really appreciate that. Now, it mentioned the batarangs on the ladders. There's like one ladder in this room. This isn't the best spot for that trick, but we'll do it eventually. Yeah, outside of this one spelling mistake, there's not really much to report on the Scarecrow sections. Alright, Scarecrow will now be a giant in the mix of a vortex scanning the environs in a clockwise sweep. I'm sorry, you can grapple up to the first and stealthily kill the nearest one? Sir, we don't kill people here.
Looks like the Black Gate thugs
So,
are
believe it or
accessing
not,
the
you're actually gonna die from this. Oh, ledge takedowns. Okay, you want us to use ledge takedowns.
ding dong. Warden Joker would like to announce that as of today, all Arkham guards have been fired due to budget cuts.
Yeah, that's how I thought that would go. Alright, below are a dozen thugs. Take them on directly for a big combo. Use your stun attack on enemies with clubs to disarm them. While attacking, you can also use stun to prevent enemies from attacking instead of using counters. Doing so will make it easier to keep your combo in large battles. Really now.
Here, with a little update for you all. We have
Hmm. Given the wind-up time on the stun, I don't think that it is better than doing counters. Definitely. Yeah, okay. Definitely not better. When you take one down, use this against them by laying booby traps when you can. Use a hanging takedown on a loose goon and spray some explosive gel around his body. Escape back to the gargoyles before you are found out, otherwise make sure keep your distance from pairs of goons and try to go for solo ones. The proximity mine explosive gel upgrade helps quite a bit here. That is a specific mention to an upgrade. Okay, before we go in, we need... I believe it's one of the last ones. Hold on. I actually don't like this upgrade. I'd rather just have control as opposed to it just the explosive gel just automatically going off when anyone's near it. Okay, so we need to do a hanging. Yep.
What are you doing?
Okay. Oh, drop? That's such a narrow window. See how that goes? I mean, Not gonna lie, that did work out kind of well. Go on up. Okay, well, it didn't knock you off.
Stay silent and I'll be back.
Yes, where is the penguin bullshit? Because this is one we're recognizing.
Easy, isn't it? Well, we'll see. We'll see.
So where they taking us?
No idea. Joker doesn't tell us his plan.
She looks scared.
Okay, that's not necessarily what I meant to do.
Maybe. I heard he's brought someone in to deal with him.
You should have asked me. I'd have made it talk. Would have been fun. He's here!
And we're supposed to watch the fireworks.
Nice.
Well, that disarming of you didn't go well.
You're gonna have holes where your face used to be.
We might need to get comfortable.
Let's finish this. I'm gonna shoot your legs off.
To review here. Make sure I didn't misread it. There are several enemies around the bend just ahead, but since they can't see you, you'll have time to prepare for them. Mine the ground with explosive gel, then take a corner cover spot so you can set a battering to the first goon to disarm him. Grapple up high or back away and let the fireworks fly as thugs walk into your trap. That seems pretty straightforward. Let's just try backing away.
Come on!
Okay.
Bleed, bat.
You
Wha-
want some of this?
What the fuck are we doing? What the
Gonna beat the crap out of you.
what the fuck are we doing? Okay. Oh, so it just has us ignore the thugs and we just grapple straight up, which we can do. To get the Riddler trophy first? All right, we can do that. We can absolutely do that.
It's the bat!
Welcome to the Arkham Library.
This is actually great. I do need to make sure, as instructed, I get the Riddler trophy before completing this timed main story objective. Hold on, where is it? We gotta find this Riddler trophy. Bingo. Before, before this.
Batman! We're tied up! We can't get out!
Remember the hostages? They're entering their final 60 seconds of remembering to breathe.
To be fair, we do have plenty of time there. Okay, so I don't know how this ended up being possible, but IGN apparently completely missed how you're actually supposed to deal with the stun rod guys. So this is our first introduction of them right here, where it tells us to enter the corridor and take out your backlaw, hit the nearby thug with it to disarm him, which you can do, and that works, but hold on. And then this is another section with some stun rod guys, where it tells us to hit the armed thugs with your backlaw, explosive gel, or batarangs, which are all things that work on the stun gun guide, but like obviously are not as simple as just jumping over him and beating his ass. And then here's just really the part where it just really solidifies it. One has a cattle prod / electric wand, so beware, you should avoid the enemy with the wand while racking up combos with the other enemies. Deal with him with some quick grapple attacks. Then hit him with a ground takedown to finalize. So the guide makes it very clear that it does not know you should just jump over the enemy and hit him from behind, and that it wants you to deal with the stun rod guys primarily via the quick fire backclaw. There's one problem with that, where you see when you hit the stun gun guy with the backclaw, he doesn't drop it. He starts stumbling forward in the direction he was pulled in, aka towards you, with the stun gun in your hand, and if you're using that in the middle of a combat encounter where he's at close range, you're kind of locked in the end of the backplot animation, so he stumbles forward into you. So more often than not, doing this will just end up getting you hit. I cannot emphasize enough, the game explicitly tells you the right way to beat him. There's a whole, like, zoom in, and, like, the fucking sentence of how to beat him is on screen for, like, 30 seconds. Like, it's very plainly visible and hard to miss. As soon as you can, get the cryptographic range amplifier upgrade. Or just the range amplifier, not the power amplifier. Personally, I think the power amplifier is a better upgrade, but, you know, that's not in the guide. Oh, hold on. A lunatic will hop onto you just before you enter into the main cell block, shake him off as prompted, and then perform a ground takedown to put him to rest. So technically, because the guide says he will hop on me, I have to let the lunatic hop on me. If we're following the rules. No, I think I can technically hit you. Yeah, but the guide said specifically to throw you off. So we gotta let you grab us. So this is concerning. For this Predator section, when they split into groups of 2, it wants us to glide kick into them. And knock, because that will knock them both down, and then we'll follow up with ground takedowns. That's not how that works. Or if that is how that works, it's such a rare occurrence that it's definitely not easily repeatable. Yeah, that was... Multi-person zip kicks, glide kicks, huh? That's an interesting one to pull off. I mean, that's about as close as we're gonna get. Oh, you get up. Yeah, and that's what happens if they either A, get reinforcements, or just get up too quickly.
Not even sure he's real. I mean, I've seen loads of people dressed up in my time, but
Oh. Okay. No, I'm an... Are you together? Alright, at least we can finally get to put this advice to use.
Come on, where are you? Ah, the hell with that! It's Batman! He's here!
Guys, what are we doing? I mean, this ought to reset them. There we go. Using the line launcher will turn Batman into a human bowling ball, knocking all the thugs to their feet. Up to their feet? The line launcher. Definitely the best gadget to use here. That does work, by the way. Aw, almost. Oh, double batarang mentioned. Double batarang mentioned. Hello. Huge.
whatever he does to you.
So the guide really didn't have anything special to say about the Croc section, and this is literally the only interesting part that happened in that section. I'm not particularly high. Where are you? Oh, come on. Okay, I was worried you were gonna fuck me there for a second. Like that. Yes, okay. Boom. First, switch on your detective mode. Keep it on. You could have literally said that at any point in this game, and that would have been true. And grapple up to the ledge above the room, then quickly line launch west, oh god, to the ledge above the thug in the northern area. Let me tell you, this is a thing guides do a lot. They will use the cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west, to tell you which way to go, in games that do not have a dedicated compass. It is very annoying when they do this, and I hate it. Drop down and silently take him out, then grapple up to the ledge and enter the vent. Follow it back until you reach the destructible wall in northwest area. Mine it. Okay, mine the destructive walls and use those and floors. If you have the upgrade that allows you to strategically detonate those, this area should be pretty easy. Okay, we will get those. That one. Probably won't need to use Jello. From this crawl space, you should be able to peek out and get some more silent takedowns. When you see a group of 2 or 3 goons, battering them with your multiple batarangs and perform ground takedowns quickly to finish them off. The room clear, okay. No mentioning of the floor you can destroy. Bit of review. Come up here. Then line launch. Look at this.
When I see Batman, he's going down. He'll die in this cave.
Huh. I feel this, that was a predictable result. Maybe that was just a timing issue on my part. Just checking here. Make sure I, not an idiot. Didn't misread something. Drop down, silently take him out. Then grapple back up to the ledge and enter the vent. Line launch will... Yep. Line launch. Yeah, that's exactly what I was supposed to do. Let's try that again. Line launch. Wait for you to turn.
Stick your head out so I can blow it off.
There's literally no world where he does not notice me. If you do that immediately. Might as well. Okay, so now silent takedowns. And actually... Really? Okay.
Come on, Bats, show yourself.
Oh, that's not what I meant. Oh yeah, just kill me. This is gonna be rough. Come on. Okay. Boom.
Show yourself.
Don't jump all the way on him. Silent takedown. You will turn and notice me. Yep. Oh, up.
Gonna kill you.
Absolutely wonderful.
I lost it.
Yeah, so unfortunately the guide also doesn't mention that you can do this, so I can't take out these two. Okay, that worked out alright. Alright, this is properly annoying. I knew you had it in it, you IGN.
When I see Batman,
boom.
he's going down. He'll die in this cave.
You turn and give me a nice dose of bullets.
What? I'm moving round it.
Alright, not as bad as last time. I think those rocks might have got him on the stairs. I'm not 100% on that though. However, silent takedown. Boom. And that will bring you guys to this. Okay, similar to the Grok section, the Ivy section was completely competent, if basic. So we just move on. Oh yeah, this is something. Yeah. All right, this I remember because when I was looking ahead. So despite ignoring its existence earlier, it now wants us to get the Seesaw Riddler scan. I don't know why it didn't have us get it in the beginning of the game, but it wants us to get it now. All right. Oh yeah, the key to this fight are your combat upgrades like the 5x throw and instant takedown. Now it mentions it here again. When your meter hits 5x. So this is... So by the way, this right here, for this part of the game, is the first time the guy directly mentions or refers to us supposed to be having the 5x5, the special combat boost, to have a score of ×5 instead of ×8. So we'll grab that. Should have spaced out the first one. No mention of the classic here. Just using it just wants us to use explosive gel. We are really appreciating the ×5. You know, would have appreciated it earlier, but you know, we'll take it now. Get wrecked. The Joker battle has several distinct segments which repeat endlessly if you don't know what to do. Okay. In the first segment, Joker will move around the area swinging his arms. This is tough to avoid unless you constantly evade. Double tap jump. In a circle around the perimeter. You can just run. It's actually better if you just run. As Joker approaches, you lead him to the right a bit, then start evading in a clockwise circle. You'll soon jump at the background and summon several minions. Okay. Dodge to the right, and then cannot express enough that you can just run. Occasionally, Joker will summon explosive toys. These can be used to your advantage. When they near a clump of enemies, approach them, and when you hear the distinct honking sound, evade and they will detonate. That is very good advice. These can also be taken out with a quick batarang if need be. Wait, what? That's news to me.
Come, boys. I've softened them up for you.
Once again, no mention of the electric fences.
Mind your head, Bat.
Oh, you can. Okay, you can actually destroy them quickfire. Credit where credit is due. I did not know that. Backclaw his posterior to end the final battle and beat the game.
Give you something for the morning news, Gotham.
Are you kidding me?
When I'm done here,
And we're good.
march on Gotham flanked by a lump. This won't stop me.
Right in no way is that in your posterior. It's all in your back. The guide maker was just, distracted by the Bajokadonk at this point. Okay, so listen, if you want to get technical, posterior just generally means behind area or back. That being said, I have never heard posterior used and not explicitly been meant to in reference to someone's ass. But technically, grammatically correct on IGN's part. So let's go a rundown of the upgrades. We have 10 upgrades available. Things at no point the guide referenced. So upgrades that at no point did the guide ever reference us using or advise us to get. Combo battering. We got that. Critical combo strikes. Any armor upgrade. Increased battering power. The remote control battering or the sonic battering. That one's not even unlocked. I'm assuming it has something to do battering related. And never got told us to do the power amplifier, but did immediately recommend we get the range amplifier. I don't know what to tell you about that. Both explosive gel upgrades. Now listen, obviously some lacking information, and some of the Predator sections were real bad. Like, they were real bad, but manageable. and for a day one guide, and it legitimately had some random bits of information that like I did not know, or if I ever did know, I had long since forgotten. So I, not half bad. It got us through the game without any major problems. Yeah, that pretty much brings us to the end of the video. If you've made it this far and you aren't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. And if you're already subscribed, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video.